Good afternoon, Miguel Ocio with the Winston Minute, our report at the market's close. And today, markets all in red, albeit nowhere below 10 basis points. The S&P, for example, was only down 6 bips about. I think, it's Monday. Folks are repositioning, preparing for all the earnings reports that we're going to see this week. To name a few, we have B of A, BlackRock, American Express, J&J, Netflix, IBM, United Continental, Honeywell, Alcoa, and Taiwan Semiconductor. We had Goldman Sachs report today. They reported weak earnings on sales and trading, and the market punished them very, very harshly. The shares are down 4% at the close, 3.8% at the close, weighing really heavily on the Dow. The Dow being one of the biggest losers of the day, down 10 basis points. But interesting to see. I mean, it sort of makes sense. Goldman being a big prime brokerage for a lot of funds, a lot of asset managers, institutions, hedge funds, etc. And since Q1, a big thing that we've noted and followed and been looking at as a factor is low trading volume. And if there's low trading volume, especially if some larger funds are holding back, being a little more cautious with their trades, that's going to impact these businesses that their bread and butter is sales and trading. If no one's trading, they're not making commissions. So that makes a little bit of sense for the quarter. We also saw Citigroup retreat after some weak revenue below expectations, and we saw commodities retreat as well. Now, surveying some of the comments around different managers and analysts, they still, the consensus still seems to be that the U.S. is the best market, and don't change the channel. U.S. equities are still the most interesting. So that's sort of the rundown for today. For the rest of the week, we have the Central Bank of Australia will have some decision and rate decision meeting results. Kind of interested in that, seeing that the Australian personal debt situation is getting a little more complicated. People talking about an Aussie recession, as these trade disputes get longer, and sort of Australia not having had a recession in the past several decades. It's something on people's radar, and I want to pay attention to it. We also have China GDP, industrial production, and retail sales numbers coming out on Wednesday. So you're going to hear an earful of that from Fabian and myself. We'll be covering it very closely, and we'll be interested to see the different data from different places and independent firms as well, because as you know, you have to take the Chinese data with a little grain of salt. That's all we have for today. Catch up with us tomorrow, and once again, at the market's closed, take care.